Kylo. I've missed you.
I've missed him too,
It's
actually.
been a long time. Ben, that's my Kylo.
He's my baby, Ed.
No, that's actually like my Kylo.
What did you just do?
I really hurt my back at Connect.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've like torn a muscle in my back, and it really hurts.
So like an old man.
At the moment I am. Hopefully I get better soon.
You'll be fine. Take off your shoes, old man.
Should be interesting refereeing today and tomorrow. And walking around the city tonight.
That is totally our intro thingamabob. Alright, excellent. Hello everybody and welcome to Working Title Productions. My name is Ben, his name is Ed, and today
we're wearing a DC shirts today.
Yeah, we are. I'll get to the name of the topic in a moment. You're probably already reading it down the bottom. But first I want to explain why I actually chose the topic today, Ed. So,
alright.
The other day, me and Adam both had the day off uni and we're just sitting at home. And we decided to watch a specific film.
So, Tuesday?
Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two. I actually can't remember.
Don't you have uni on Wednesdays?
I don't go. It's one lecture.
Lol.
Yeah, can't be bothered.
It's like my Thursday.
You know, I just realised.
What?
In the shot. Oh no, it's fine. I'm just like...
Hallucinating? You're just fat?
I'm just fat, yeah. So we're watching this movie. And like, it's this movie from our childhood, and we love it, we adore it, we did adore it. And as we've gotten older, we've like progressively realised this movie is just awful. And so what was once just a cherished film of ours has slowly turned into like the ultimate guilty pleasure movie. It's this movie that we kind of love, but we know it's awful, we know it's crap. And the most recent time when we watched it, we actually tore it to shreds. We just hated on it so hard. We completely deconstructed it. I might even actually request you to let us do a special video sometime of me and Adam just sitting there watching the movie and just doing our thing against it.
Depends what the movie is.
Well, I'll start if you want, because the theme, as you've all probably read, and Ed now knows, but he knows why I picked it, is guilty pleasure movies. And so I'll start off, because that movie, which inspired me for today's list, is Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Nah.
I hate you.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, and that's a good thing. Like, this movie is just so bad. And like, it takes everything that made the original TV show great. It just sort of goes, whatever. It just throws it out the window. And like, you've got American actors, because apparently you've got to appeal to that American audience, and you've got an American location shoved into the plot of the movie, because, I don't know, you've got to appeal to that American audience. And then, I don't know, there's a bunch of other weird things. The lady that wrote and directed, the lady that wrote and created the entire TV series, wrote the script for this movie, and then they like completely took it off her and rewrote it. The studio like rewrote it themselves, and then she lost all creative control in the movie. Yeah, but the movie sucks, Ed. And like, her original script isn't bad.
Just ask Max Landis about that, okay?
Yeah, I should.
Tweet at him. Up to my knees.
Max Landis, come on to Movie Talk and tell us all these horrible things. He'll never be here.
I mean, you can just go and watch the Game of Berry show he was on, because he talks a lot about it, so...
Oh, okay. I probably should.
It's a really good show.
Like, but then at the same time, we kind of love it, because it's still the Thomas characters, and like, there's just a few scenes where like the 4-year-old inside of us takes over, and we're just like... And then, it's... The action scenes are fine.
There's action scenes?
Look, there's a chase scene.
Oh, okay.
But that said, it comes right at the end of the movie, and it's really short. Like, it makes the action sequences in Batman v Superman look like they were lengthy and worth the wait. Because, like, this chase scene is like 3 minutes out of a movie that's really only an hour and 15 minutes long, and can't even justify that runtime. But at the same time, like, it's got some great music in it, and everything looks really pretty, It's very pretty models, Edward. It's a very pretty set design.
Is Edward a pretty model in it? Edward's a train, right? In it?
You're gonna love this. Edward's not in the movie.
Oh, that's very sad.
Like at all. He doesn't even make a cameo.
Sucks.
They just flat out did not have. Yeah. So you got Thomas number 1. Edward's number 2, for those of you that don't know. He's not in the movie at all. And all the rest of them have like...
It's too English of a name.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the rest of them all have like one line of dialogue
Thomas.
each, except for Percy, who sort of helps out a little bit. But like the worst part is that Thomas the Tank Engine doesn't even get the most screen time. The most screen time goes to the human characters.
Oh yes, the best part.
You could actually take...
Is it the Fat Conductor?
Fat Controller.
Fat Controller?
You really didn't watch this show as a kid, did you?
No, obviously not.
This is
I
like
won't waste my time.
This is like the one single biggest difference between our childhoods is that you never watched Thomas the Tank Engine, whereas I could never get enough of it. I still can't get enough of it. No, there's no Fat Controller. He's written out of the script entirely. Oh yeah, he's on a weekend vacation.
They actually explain why he's like that.
Yeah, because like they had to get
Why?
this American character played by Alec Baldwin into the movie. It's like, why would Alec Baldwin be here looking after the trains? The Fat Controller's here. Oh, what if the Fat Controller just went on a vacation and he got Mr. Conductor to look after them? There's your reason there. Now Alec Baldwin
can be funny.
He can, but this is the worst performance of his entire career.
That's a big call.
His entire career.
Do you remember he was in Friends?
Yeah. This is worse. Peter Fonda.
He actually wasn't too bad in Friends. It was a bit. It just got a bit old after a while.
Yeah, like I haven't seen every Alec Baldwin movie, but I've seen quite a few. This is the worst performance I've seen him in. I haven't seen many Peter Fonda films at all.
I don't even know who that is.
But he's like this old actor. He's kind of famous. He gives the worst performance of his career. Mara Wilson.
You say that as if I should know who that is.
Okay. Mara Wilson is... Oh no, I've had a blackout. Matilda. Mara Wilson is Matilda from the movie Matilda.
Oh yes, the very successful movie adaptation.
Yeah, well, look, everybody praised her, okay? But she just gives this really wooden performance as well. And I could go on about how much is wrong with it, but I can't help but go back and watch it because like my childhood has created this ultimate sense of nostalgia that I can't overcome. And so I watch it, I'm like, this movie's so bad, but I have to watch it. And
no, that movie's not that old. That's a 2000 movie.
Yeah, the year 2000.
Yeah.
I think it was December 2000.
That's brutal. 19 Metascore.
That's too high. That is too high.
July 2000.
July
Close.
2000.
Couple months off. 3.6 out of 10 from users.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the score it deserves. It's really bad. Yeah, Alec Baldwin, Cody McMains, who was that? Russell Means, I forgot Russell Means was in the movie.
Billy Two Feathers.
Yeah, he's a pointless character.
You're a pointless character.
Wow. Thanks, man.
It's alright.
Neil Crone, best performance of the entire movie. He plays Diesel 10. And, he was actually pretty good. Oh yeah, most of the new characters don't get any development, so they're just kind of there from the start. You're like, who are these people? What are they doing here? I love that Thompson Magic Railroad is now going to be in a search history. Alrighty, Ed, your turn.
Oh, my 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, guilty pleasure film is Fever Pitch. Now, I used to be massive Arsenal fan. Fan.
I know.
Still got lots of paraphernalia and still kind of follow them just to see how they're going. But I'm not as crazy as I used to stay up and watch matches.
Yeah, I was
and look at analysis and stuff like that, and then get angry at people who didn't play well. So Fever Pitch, not a great film. It's fine, but
great Arsenal fan service.
Yeah, it's if you're an Arsenal fan, it's fantastic. If you're a Liverpool fan, not so much.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
I once made Ben watch.
The only time I watched this movie was we were all here. We were all here. He had a few of us over for a sleepover, and we watched Fever Pitch, and I fucking hated it so much.
Just because you lose in the final act of the film.
Just because I lose in the final act of the film. That's right. Liverpool lose to Arsenal. Spoilers. I mean, Most of you won't care. I can see why you love it though. Keep going.
I don't know what it is about. Like, I love how I love all like the classic soccer in it, of course. Like,
Yeah.
like you get like really really old stuff from when he was a kid, and like the stuff in
Like,
in the
when's it
in the
set?
movies in the 80s.
It is set in the 80s.
Yeah, early
And then
80s.
when he's a kid, it's 60s.
Yeah, it's gotta be like late 60s. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Colin Firth is fantastic in it. Like, his character is not a very nice person, but like Colin Firth just makes you love
Who
it.
doesn't love Colin Firth?
I love Colin Firth. Colin Firth is great. And so he really makes the movie. And then Mark Strong is hilarious in it as well. Like,
It's got a few good actors.
it really does. But then the chicks play Black and Nobody.
No.
I'm pretty sure. But she's fine.
Generic love interest.
I mean, she's like the secondary main character, Ben.
Yeah.
He gets more development than he
You're
gets
right.
almost as much
Yeah,
development
I
as
know.
Colin Firth does.
Actually, I kind of liked that they gave her the development. Because if
Yeah.
I recall correctly, aren't they teachers at his school?
Yeah.
And then he knocks her up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Hey, I remember parts of the movie. And I remember, because I remember they're at the football game, she's like, got her hand over her stomach, trying to block her stomach off. And I just remember thinking, oh man, that sucks. I was like only 10, so I really appreciate it. But at the same time, oh man, that sucks.
And it's just got so many great moments. It's really quotable, and
Yeah.
and there's like lots of silly mannerisms you take away from it. Like one of my favorite parts of it is when Mark Strong's trying to stop the penalty kicker from scoring, and he's like behind the goals.
I had forgotten that scene.
It's one of my favorites. And then of course the penalty guy completely misses it, and then like the entire team like chases after him and like bashes him up. It's so good. Off camera, don't bash him up.
Yeah,
It's so good. And then the final, like you got that like fantastic like slow mo bit cut to the end of the football game where like Colin Firth's character is like running back into the apartment and he's like jumping over the it's so good. and you got the slow motion Mark Strong going, yeah, it's so good. So good. And so yeah, like it's like, so me and my mum are both like big Arsenal fans, and so this is just like a hilarious joy to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll move on to my second film. What a glorious, glorious film it is. Oh, dear Lord. I actually have so much fun watching this film. It's The Room.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you to talk about this. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I'm going.
Seriously?
No.
Get back here.
I don't want to talk about
Get
it.
back
I
here.
haven't seen it and I
You
don't want to
haven't
talk about it.
seen it?
And I don't want to talk
Ed,
about it.
Now we have to
Hey, you
watch
haven't
it.
seen Glorious Bastards or Reservoir Dogs, alright? So you...
Yeah, you're right.
so
but I've seen The Room.
And I don't need to.
Got my priorities sorted.
Nope.
Yeah, you're right.
Not at all.
Well, look, okay, so I've seen this film because someone told me to watch it. And, you know what? I think I was watching this is back when I watched Watch Mojo. This is back when I
I bet this is making for really good TV.
Yeah, it probably is, yeah. This is back when I thought that Watch Mojo was quality entertainment. And, yeah, it's like top 10 terrible movies. Or something like that. And then The Room came up, I'm like, I'm gonna watch this movie. Watch it, I'm like, this is so hilariously bad. And, like, there are followings for this movie. And, like, it gets played in theaters still. And they, like, hand you out free forks. So there's, like, this one scene where there's, like, this fork.
I've heard about
And
this.
everyone just throws forks at the screen. And
I've
Tommy
heard about
was
that.
you, the director, the writer, and the main character's actor, literally shows up at some of these things because he thinks that people are genuinely appreciating his movie. He's like so unaware to the fact that it's that bad. And in recent years, he's like tried covering up, saying, "Oh, it's an intentional dramedy. You know, it just deconstructs the entire drama genre." It's like, no, it's not. It's not that at all. You tried making a serious film and you just failed. It makes no sense at all. It's so bad. Like, yeah, the test came back. I have cancer. And then they never mention it again for the rest of the movie. I think this character just has cancer and it's just like, alright, guess you have cancer now. you could at least pretend to listen.
I mean, I'm also looking at that photo, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh my god, when did that happen?
I don't know, you uploaded it 36 minutes ago.
Good for you, Dom.
He also liked it.
He liked his
He
own
liked
photo.
his own photo. That's a clap. Dom does that for most of his photos.
That's so lame. Oh yeah, The Room. And there's just so much wrong with it. But you can't help but like it's so bad, it's laughably good. You know what I mean? No, you don't.
No, I haven't seen it.
Come on, I pay attention to you. I listen to you when you talk.
I mean,
You're gonna listen to
I'm
me
listening.
when I talk. You're not listening at all.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Everyone throws forks at the screen, and the director actually thinks it's good, but he tries to cover up in recent years by saying it's an intentional dramedy.
Yeah, well done.
No problem. Fine.
Nothing. It's not very good, like at all. If you're someone who just can't stand how a movie can be so bad at all, don't watch The Room. But if you're like just someone who gets a kick out of like how bizarrely strange things can be, and if you're someone who can get like a real kick out of a movie when it's bad, or like help appreciate good films as a result, The Room is definitely one of those movies you should watch because it's just kind of weird, and you're best off watching it in big groups because half of the fun is in laughing at the movie.
Is it a good time alcohol required?
More or less, yeah. I mean, I've never watched it drunk, but I have watched it on my own, and it's definitely less entertaining to watch on your own. When you're with lots of people, you all just sort of laugh at this terribleness together, and
It's really hurts.
don't worry, Mr. Incredible.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
It really, really hurts.
This is what you get for not listening to me.
I mean, no, it's what I get for letting Connect Kids tie me up and then knock me over. Yeah, that's what you missed out on.
Well, to be honest, if I was there, I would have just knocked you over first. And you would have fallen harder.
I mean, yeah,
You
probably.
know what I just realised?
What?
We don't have drinks.
No, we don't.
Oh, man. Gonna have to get through this now. Alright. It's fine, we're nearly halfway. We are halfway. And yeah, look, if you're with lots of people, then you all laugh at these stupid things together. And like, for example, like I watched it.
Is it worse than Batman and Robin?
I haven't seen Batman and Robin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
We should watch it sometime.
Yeah.
You haven't seen a lot of movies. Why on earth do you host a movie talk show?
I've seen plenty of good movies, Ed. Leave me alone. I don't like that look.
My second film is 300. It's not necessarily a bad film, but it's a great action flick to kind of just like turn your brain off to like get some pizza, get some soft drink.
We should do that sometime.
I mean, we have done that with ancient,
With ancient history, yeah.
Anyway.
We watched it in ancient
It
history.
was awesome because like
So
our
good.
high school had like this like mini theater.
They
almost.
called it a theatre.
Yeah,
right?
they called it a theaterette,
It was basically
And-
a theatre.
and so we watched it in there, and it was awesome.
It was. And yeah, that's probably one of my favourite memories from all of high school.
It was. I mean, our viewing of Metropolis was also very funny, but I'm pretty sure you missed out on
I
that.
did miss out on
That
that.
was that.
Can't
That was
remember where I
hilarious.
was that day.
It was. I think you were working.
Working? Oh yeah, it was on a Saturday. Where the hell was I working?
But yeah,
I
like
worked that much when I was
300.
12.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know. You probably. Who knows what you
Talk
had
about
on.
300.
Who knows what you had on. Yeah, 300. Yeah, not necessarily like a fantastic film, but yeah. So, but it's just got great action and just like great silly action as well,
Yeah.
and it's very stylized.
So
and
much
you kind of just
slow
like watch it, and it's just like yeah, this is fun, and they're stabbing people, and it looks cool, and they're yelling at each other, and it's kind of homosexual in parts, but that's fine.
Kind of. There are so many homosexual innuendos. So many.
It's
crazy.
fine. It's fine. It's funny. Yeah, there's not much story. It's basically just what happened in real life, with some extra yelling and kicking into wells.
Spartans!
Give them nothing.
Tonight, we dine in hell. I kind of wanted to yell, but I didn't want to yell.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
So there's really not much to say about it, but just like, you know, you just want a good time.
It's fun.
With an action flick that isn't with guns, then
Yeah, it is a lot of
300's
fun.
Probably a go-to film.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Better than Watchmen.
Yeah, it nearly made my... Yeah, it's better than Watchmen. It nearly made my guilty
Better than
pleasure
Man of
list,
Steel.
but at the same time... Alright, now I'm leaving. I really want to leave now. Fuck you, it's better than Man of Steel. As if.
Yeah.
No way.
Better than Batman v Superman.
Yes, it is better than Batman v Superman. But it's not better than Man of Steel. How dare you?
It really is. It's Zack Snyder's best
Just
film. It's... And...
Man of Steel is Zack Snyder's best film.
Batman v Superman's better than Man of Steel.
Okay, now you're joking and I know it.
No, I'm actually not joking. I would rather rewatch Batman v Superman than Man of Steel.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm done. There's not much to say about it, and
It's a fun movie.
if you like abs, it's good to watch, and if you like boobs, it's good to watch as well.
There's a fair bit of nudity, isn't there?
There's like a scene.
There's also a
There's also a rape
it's
scene,
not-
which is interesting.
Yeah, well, rape sort of.
I mean, it's a Zack Snyder film. Like,
It's
Of course there's
it's
rape
kind,
scene
it's
in it,
kind
yeah.
of rape.
it's rape.
Yeah, he definitely forces himself, but at the same time, she kind of lets it happen because she's trying to keep her husband alive. But at the same time, it's
rape.
not like
It's
she.
rape, man.
It is.
It's,
Yeah.
it's rape. Just okay.
I don't know why I tried to even grey that.
But then
I
she gets
don't know
revenge,
why.
so it's cool.
She does in the
And
best
it's pretty
way
badass.
possible. Stabs. My third guilty pleasure film. It's almost not a guilty pleasure because I feel like I should just defend it as a movie in its own right. But at the same time, there are definitely things that are wrong with this movie. There are
You
definitely
reckon?
things that are flat out bad. Yeah, I reckon. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Look, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, it's the only one we got... No, did you see Episode 2 in theatres? Yeah, so it's the only one we got to see in theatres until The Force Awakens came out.
Yeah,
that
we
was
saw that
much
one in
better.
theaters.
But look, yeah, so that was the first one we saw in theatres. And I remember because it was us together. I think I've mentioned this on Movie Talk before. But it was us and then Sam's friend Will and his dad and your dad was there. My dad was there. My grandfather was there. There's just a whole bunch of us. It's just like this weird
I remember that.
conglomerate.
I remember seeing it with you, but not with all of those people.
Yeah, Sam brought his mate along as well.
I didn't even know Sam was there.
He was. Anyway, so there's like this weird conglomerate group and we all went and saw Revenge of the Sith and...
We thought it was awesome because
We
we
did.
were like,
Because volcanoes
11.
and lava, and we were not 11, and we were like 8. Star Wars Episode 3 came out.
yeah,
in
you're right. Because I remember
2005.
seeing an ad for it when I was in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And I went to New Zealand in 2005.
4? What? 5? Oh yeah. Yeah, it was the same year. Yeah, so we were 8. But volcanoes and lava and lightsabers and look, there's Darth Vader.
Alright.
And there are definitely things wrong with it. Like, it's the quickest turn over to the dark side you have ever seen. And it's a bit like Batman v Superman's Martha scene. People try explaining it and showing you how it's still right, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still executed so poorly. But then there are still things I love. Like, there are scenes between Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman where they don't look like robots. They actually react like humans should react. And like, yeah, and like it's so hard to believe it as a romance when the film before, which is supposed to set up that romance, doesn't do that at all. But like, there are certain scenes where Episode 3 actually makes it work, and there are times when it's really intense, like when stormtroopers are attacking the Jedi Temple, and
That's
Anakin
an
is
awesome
just
sequence.
staring across Coruscant, and Padme, played by Natalie Portman, is staring across Coruscant as well. And they're like, you don't know where either of them are in the city. They might not even be on the same side of the planet. Because, like, the entire planet is one big city.
I mean,
Like,
they are, because one's
Okay.
the center and one's a Jedi, so they're all near, like, the center.
okay.
Yeah. So,
And they can both see the Jedi Temple. Look, there are different parts of the city, and they're just staring out across the city. But you know what they're really staring at? They're trying to stare at each other. It's just like this really intense scene. There's, like, just a little bit of music in the
I actually hate
background.
that scene.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. I feel like it's the most intense thing ever. Not ever.
And my favourite part of episode 3 is just anything to do with Obi-Wan.
Anything, yes. Ewan McGregor kills it as Obi-Wan.
Even when he's wasting time fighting General Grievous,
Yeah.
it's still Ewan McGregor playing Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Can we get like a movie between episode 3 and 4 about Obi-Wan? Can he show up in Rogue One? I'd be down for
I mean, there were like a lot of books covering that stuff, but like, alas, that's not canon anymore.
Yeah, I know. But I'd love to see Ewan McGregor just come back for it. Because I love
Cameo in Rogue One?
Yeah, I'd be down. I don't know how you'd
I would mark out so hard.
You would what?
I would mark out.
Mark out?
Like, he's like,
Oh, okay. Freak out. Oh, freak out. Dun, 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 dun. Let's stop singing before we get a copyright strike. Yeah, and I don't know, it's just, I really enjoy it. The nostalgia sort of takes over a little bit and just helps me to deal with the bad elements of the movie, which I know are there, but that's the whole point of a guilty pleasure film. Guilty as charged. I love Star Wars Episode 3 with all of its flaws. Like, people try to, like, talk me out of it. Like, I was talking to Lizzie about it the other night, and she's just trying to explain to me how it's so bad. And she had really good points, and I was just like, I don't care. I still love it for what it is. And, like...
Ooh, love's a strong word.
You're right, love is a strong word. I love this film with all of its flaws that truly do exist. I'm well aware that Star Wars Episode 3 has flaws. I love it anyway. Like... I just enjoy it. I don't know why. Like, obviously the lightsaber scenes, but they're kind of a little crisp. But actually, no, it's pretty intense. Like, they look like they're trying to kill each other in episode 3. As opposed to the Phantom Menace, where, like, you can clearly see them missing.
Have you seen that GIF where Obi-Wan accidentally hits Anakin with his, like, CGI lightsaber when they're about to fight Count Dooku? Like,
wait, what?
Like it's on, and they're still on like the soundstage, and so he's like twirling his lightsaber, getting ready to like fight Count Dooku, and accidentally hits Hayden Christensen, and Hayden Christensen like falls down and like pretends to like be wounded, and Ewan McGregor's just like, I'll fight you myself. It's so funny. Like they just run with it.
That's gold.
So good.
That is gold. Yeah. Like, I love the whole start of the movie. I think the whole start of the movie is like, it's like gets so very close to capturing the essence of the original trilogy.
I've questioned Ben.
And then it just sort of falls.
Buzz droids.
Buzz droids. That is bad. The Buzz droids were bad. Yeah. The like Chewbacca's forced cameo is bad. But like no, I still enjoy it a lot. And nostalgia. It's probably all nostalgia. But like if I go back and watch it, I always find things that I like. And like yeah, I feel like it's the definition of a guilty pleasure movie. In the end. It's probably not, but it's my definition. Anyway. Like, I've probably dug myself into a hole here. And, like, if we had a huge audience, they'd just be, like, filling up the comments with, you clearly said all these things that are bad, so it's a bad movie. But no, I still like it. I'd still put it above 5.
What?
Yeah.
Episode 3 above episode 5?
No. Above the score of 5. So 5 out of 10.
Lord.
No. Empire is the best.
Oh my god.
Empire is the best. Ed, calm down. I didn't say that episode 3 is better than episode 5.
It certainly sounded like it.
No. No.
Episode 3 is like a solid 7.
Nostalgia can only blind you so far. Episode 5 is clearly the best. Anybody who disagrees is just kind of trying to be edgy and different.
My favourite movie is kind of like almost like an indie classic. Like I don't think it did particularly well.
But it's a great film.
But it's a great film, and it's called The Boat That Rocked.
Yep.
Also known as Pirate Radio in America, possibly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's got
okay.
different title in America, I'm pretty sure.
I only ever knew it as The Boat That Rocked.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what it was released as well. It was released as Pirate Radio in America, which is a good name as well.
I guess.
Because that's what the movie's about. It's imagine just taking all these like really hilarious British actors and then one American actor, who are all like really really funny and have great chemistry, and then putting them all into one movie, and just
On a boat.
and just giving them like ridiculous drugged up, sexed up characters, and that they can just have like a lot of fun with, and that's basically the boat that rocked. And
And also lots of good music.
yeah, and then give it a really good soundtrack with a very funny mast climbing scene, then yeah, you got a great movie. And give it a Titanic final act, quite literally a Titanic final act, and then
Yeah.
yeah, good stuff.
It was, yeah, it's a very fun movie. Like, I think everyone in my family loves it.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised to see it on your list because I was like, it's not a guilty pleasure movie. That's just a good movie.
Yeah, but like it's like
at the same time, I suppose there are things wrong with it.
it's not like people would sit down and be like, "Oh yes, this is the height of cinema." It's just a fun comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like see, you've got Rhys Ifan, you've got
I don't know who the actors are in this movie. So
Rhys Ifan plays the one that they all talk up, you know, and it's like he's coming back to pirate radio.
The world's sexiest man.
No, that's Mark.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the guy that like leaves and then comes back.
Yeah. Like the great host who's like really good.
Yeah.
And then who plays the captain? I can't remember. This a cool British actor, and then like Nick Frost is in it, and Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it.
America versus England basketball challenge.
Yeah.
And America still wins. And
yeah.
Like
Philip Seymour Hoffman versus everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he still wins. It's
and then throw in like a lesbian cook as well.
Oh yeah.
And then
the only woman allowed on the boat.
Yeah. And then the random, well not random, but like the love story to give it like an actual story.
Yeah.
And then Kenneth Branagh is the villain.
Kenneth Branagh? What did you say?
Branagh? It's Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, Kenneth Branagh.
Who directed Thor.
Yes.
Yeah. He does play a very good villain. And then there's what's his face, who's also in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, I believe.
Oh, and he plays Twat.
Yeah. He's like working for the bad guys, but kind of sympathizes with the pirate radio.
You look like a twat.
You look like a twat.
He doesn't sympathize with them.
No, he tries to get the government to go save them at the end, though. Like, once the boat starts sinking, he's like, there's still people, we need to go save them.
Yeah.
And then Kenneth Branagh's just like, nope.
Good night. Nope.
Like, that is actually fucking awful.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, really sad.
Yes, they're technically criminals.
Yeah, because
if you really want to be strict and disciplined to the law, that's fine. But to then say, I don't care about criminals at all, these people can go die. These people are just trying to provide entertainment, and you're going to let them drown in the ocean? Anyway.
Yeah, good stuff.
But yeah, like that's what the movie does. The movie makes you sympathise with lawbreakers. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Alright, I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah, there's not much to say about it other than go watch it.
It's a really fun time.
Classic rock movie, and classic rock song, music, and like British style humour.
It's a comedy movie that isn't bad. Do you like the movies we've mentioned? Do you not like them at all? Do you think we're crazy for having them as our guilty pleasure movies? What are your guilty pleasure movies? Comment below. Tweet it to us. You know, we don't have many followers yet. We'll respond to people, I guess.
Sweet.
Twitter handles.
Toodles.
Do we bother saying them? Don't feel like we need
They're
to.
here at Mr. Spaghetti22, at BenchWater01.
Yeah. Alright, so you can subscribe to us on YouTube.
Working Title Productions.
Yeah, Working Title Productions. We don't have our own
link
URL yet.
Get us 100 subs and we'll choose a...
Search us in the search bar. We're the first channel that'll come up. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Working Title YouTube. Yeah, follow us on Twitter. Follow Oliver on Twitter as well. He's got Twitter. Do you remember what Oliver's Twitter handle is?
Yeah, it's at Oliver Pusey.
Excellent. You can put it down there as well.
Yeah, I probably will.
It's at Oliver Pusey. That's so easy.
Yeah.
I wish I could just have my actual name.
I didn't even try your actual name. I went surfing Mr. Spaghetti for some reason.
I tried mine. It was taken. Anyway, I believe that's everything. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, do all of that crap. Tell your parents, tell your grandparents, tell your dog. Your dog's not going to watch the video, tell them anyway.
It might.
They might be
Might
your
be
best
very
friend.
clever dog.
Tell your best friend. Tell your other best friend. Yeah, I don't know. Get the word out, I guess. Shameless plugs. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.